So today's topic is simple interest. And it's part one, and there'll be a second part in the next lesson. Okay, so let's start off here with the joke of the day. So here we go. I always give my 100% at work, or it could be 100% at school. Let's see how that's broken down. 12% Monday, 23% Tuesday, 40% Wednesday, 20% Thursday, and 5% Friday. I guess it all adds up to 100%. Didn't say that it's daily, so okay. Simple interest. So simple interest has a formula where it's I equals three numbers that are multiplied. And then at the end here, sometimes you have to find an amount, so you add two other numbers. So let's go over what each of these mean, okay? I represents interest, and it's in dollars. P represents principal. It's what you start with at the very beginning. That's how much money you invest. So this formula is for investing. You put money into an account and you earn interest at the end. Okay, so this is the principal, what you start off, what you put into the investment. R is your rate, okay? Interest charge percent. So you have to turn the percent into a decimal. It'll tell you the rate. Time is the number of years, always done in the number of years. T stands for time. And A is the amount. So after you earn your interest, so after you earn this interest, okay, you add how much you started with. So P plus how much I, the interest you earned plus how much you started with, gives you your amount. Okay, now the key here is time has to be in years. So I could give you time in months or another value, and you have to convert it to years. So we're going to first practice our conversion to years. So let's take a look. 3 months. So there are 12 months in a year. To figure out what that is in years, you take 3. Okay, let's go into our writing app here. 3, and you divide it by 12. And then you go to your calculator. Okay, you go 3 divided by 12. And in years, that's 0.25 years, or a quarter of a year. 0.25 years. 20 months. You do the same thing. You go 20 divided by 12, and then you go to your calculator. So you come up to the calculator over here. 20 divided by 12, and you get a round decimal. So you can just round it maybe to 2 decimal places, 1.67. The more decimals you have, the more accurate your answer is. Okay, 30 weeks. All of a sudden I throw in, instead of a year, I put 30 weeks. Well, you have to know that there are 52 weeks in a year. So you go 30 divided by 52. So you go 30 divided by 52. Go back to the calculator. 30 divided by 52. And in terms of years, that's 0.577. So I'll go 3 decimal places, 0.577. The more you keep, the more accurate the answer is. Okay, and 200 days, well, we're going to go with 365 days in a year, unless it's a leap year. So we're going to go 200 divided by 365. And again, we'll go to our calculator, and our answer are always in years. So we go to the calculator here. So I go 200 divided by 365. And that's like 0.548. 0.548 years. Okay, let's go on to the next question. So here it says calculate I and A. It doesn't give you any words, so we're not doing a word question yet. So we're going to just use that formula. I equals PRT. Okay, we're going to put 600 in here, or 6,000 for the P. See, the P is 6,000. Now, our rate is 2.4%. So this is our rate. Let's use a different color so I can show you. This is our rate. Over on the side somewhere, you're going to convert that to a decimal. So 2.4, you're going to have to divide by 100 somewhere on the side. And you get 0.024 So when you divide by 100, that's why we practice the conversion on the first lesson, how to convert percents to decimals, and you put 0.024. Okay, now the time. So let's use a third color. We use blue. So the time here, t, is 3, so you put 3. So again, the t is at the end. The red will represent the r, and the purple, let's try that again, and the red will represent the r, and the t, the blue will represent that. Now you just go to your calculator to find I. So right here, we're going to go to our calculator, and we're going to go 6,000. So on our calculator, I'm going to go 6,000 times 0.024. Remember, not 0.24. Some people make that mistake. Times 3. And we get $432 of interest. So 432, this is not a word problem, but we're still going to put the dollar sign here. We don't have to write a sentence because it's not a word problem. Now it says to calculate A. So this formula came there. There's another formula for A. So if we go back up, because even I forget, okay, everything's open notes. You can always look. A equals P plus I. So you go down. Let's go back here. A equals P plus I. So you go A equals P plus I. Okay, we just figure out, we'll just use different colors here. We use green. There's your P up here. Okay, so over here, I'm going to put 6,000. I want that green color, so you saw where I got that from. 6,000. And let's use another color maybe here. Let's use yellow. Okay, over here is your interest. Okay, so plus 432. That's hard to read maybe. Maybe I'll put it in black so you guys can read it. Let's try that again. 4. It's always coming out yellow for me. First I'll erase it and I'll make it black. Okay, 432, and I'll bring that down a little lower. When you add the two numbers, you get 6,432. Now I saw 3 zeros there, so I can just put the 4,3 in. That's our amount, A. So A equals that. So that was A. Let's do B. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Maybe I'll color coordinate it. So we got to find I. I equals, let's color coordinate it, P, and we'll do that red, R, and T we'll do in purple so you guys can see where I get the letters from. T. Okay, so the P is in blue, so the P is 1,000. Where do I get that from? Right here. R. Oh, that's 6.6, so somewhere on the side. So I got to go over here somewhere on the side. 6.6 divided by 100, it's 0.066. So in here I put 0.066. Okay, and then the time right here, 4 months. 4 months. I need some room here. 4 months. So it's 4 divided by 12. We gotta sneak it in here somewhere. I'll bring it down a little bit here on the side here. 4 divided by 12. Let's see what that works out to. 4 divided by 12. Here we go. I've got to put it in years. 4 divided by 12. Oh, well, just add 0. We'll do 4 divided by 12 again here. 0.3333. So put 0.333. Let's now go back up. Okay, 0.333. We'll put 3 decimal places. Okay, now we'll put an equal sign and we'll go to our calculator and figure this out. So we got 8,000 times 0.066 times 0.3, decimal 333, and we get $175.82. So $175.82. We keep 2 decimal places because it's money. Okay, then we use our other formula, A equals P plus I. So A equals what you started with, which is our principal, plus I, which is our interest. So we started with, here we started with 8,000. So we got 8,000. And then we add our interest, which is how much we earned from the 8,000, 175.82. So 175.82. And then we get an answer. We can go to our calculator, and it should be 8175.82 is the amount we'll have in the bank after so many months. So there's our amount we'll have in the bank. I'm going to pause the video, and when we return, we'll do our first word problem. Okay, so I'll pause it here. If you didn't, I'll extend that. If you didn't get everything, you can always pause and write it all down. Again, that's 8175.82.